G on GTV, and today I'm going to tell you how to get all the Ultra Beasts, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and how to use the Pokemon Go, or the Pokemon Home GTS. So getting the Ultra Beasts is fairly simple. What you need to do is you have to be in the Crown Tundra. You have to have the Crown Tundra DLC. You have to catch the legendary birds and the legendary giants. But for the legendary giants, all you have to catch is either Reggie Drago, Reggie Lecky, Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, and Reggie Ice or Reg Ice. I think I heard him in the movie say Reggie Ice, so I'm pretty sure it's Reggie Ice. But you do not need Reggie Gigas for this. So you do not need the other Reggie. You do not need like the either Reggie Gigas. You don't need Reggie Lecky or Reggie Drago for this. But what this is basically, so here I have some Poipoles. Now this is shiny Poipole, and I do not know if Poipole is shiny locked in the Crown Tundra. If it isn't, then well that's fake. But how I got these guys, because you would see like Blacephalon is going to be in the max raids after you catch Necrozma. Once you do legendary birds, giants, stuff like that. Poipole will be a gift Pokemon if you catch 5 Ultra Beasts. But how do I have 3 Poipoles, a Zygarde, which can also be found in the max raids, a Naganadel, and a Blacephalon? Now I'm pretty sure this Blacephalon is real because it's in a quick ball. And how I got these was the Pokemon Home GTS. And if you have not used it, it is good if you have the right Pokemon. So what people can do is that you and other people can just say, this is the Pokemon I have, and this is the Pokemon I want. What level I want it at, what form I want it at, stuff like that. And then I can search, like, this is the Pokemon I want. These are the Pokemon I need. I was able to put some Blood Moon or Saluna in there. Everybody wants those dogs with the hair on. Dogs with the hair on, like with the Pharaoh style for some reason. Must be the rarest, but because it's not in any game, like you can't actually transfer in any game, for some reason everybody wants the level 100 one, and because you can't transfer it into any game, you had to either, on the old games, you had to like level it up to level 100, then transport it over, or you had to level it up in Pokemon Go. I'm pretty sure you can only level it up to level 50. I don't know if that equates to level 100. But you cannot really get this Pokemon. So have some Blood Moon or Salunas up because people want those too. So what I did is I tried to wait. Are they shiny? No, they're not shiny. I don't even know what these guys look like. What you have to really do for the GTS is you have to have a Pokemon that people want, and then you have to trade for a Pokemon that people have. There are lots of Poipoles. There are not too many Naganadels. There are a bunch of Zygardes. And I don't know, you could have, I don't know if you watched the old Pokemon X and Y anime, but that's why I named him Squishy. If you didn't, it's called Pokemon X and Y Kalos Quest. So, I would watch that. I would watch that. But what you're going to want to do to use the GTS is, I don't know if you know about the GTS. I don't know if you own Home. If you do, if you own it on your phone or iPad or whatever, or tablet or whatever you have, that is going to be very easy. And if you link a Pokemon game with it, you can actually claim mystery gifts for all 3 starters with their hidden abilities. So, as you see in here, if I go to my boxes, I choose Sobble because I thought Italian was really cool. I have a Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble over here. And they all have their hidden abilities. And you're the original trainer of them, too. Which is really nice. And I got Brilliant Diamond, or I got Shiny Pearl a few days ago, which I'm progressing through that. So I thought it was the coolest I could get all 3 starters. But I don't think that they actually fully obey you. But what you're going to really need to do for the home GTS, if you haven't already downloaded the app on your phone, tablet, whatever it is, do that. I'm pretty sure you cannot. Yes, I'm sure you cannot do this on the Switch. See, I have Pokemon Home downloaded on here. It's really a game changer. You can take ones from Shining Pearl, put in Scarlet, take ones from Sword and Shield, put in Scarlet, you take ones from Shining Pearl, put it in Sword and Shield. It's really nice. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to probably want to transfer some Pokemon from a game that people want, like Blood Moon or Luna. People want that. You can also transfer them from Go. So if you want to do that, if you have any Furus or the dog ones, that's going to be what some people are going to want. If you have the Phantom Trim, a level 100, oh yeah, you're getting lots of good ones. But what you can do is go to search for Pokemon. You can click on search for Pokemon. You can put in the name. You can't search for any special Pokemon, which is like Pokemon you can only get through events, like the Lucario. Even if it already has, even if you can get it, if it's like a Pikachu and a Cherish Ball. If it's a Pikachu and a Cherish Ball, like the flying. Actually, I don't know if the flying like Terra type Eevee kind of counts. I don't know, but if you have the Korean Lucario, which I found a way to get, I really want that Korean Lucario. You cannot trade that. Cannot trade that right now. So, and Mew you cannot trade, Jirachi you cannot trade, stuff like that. You can't trade those. And this is actually a good way to get the Hisuian Zoroark. Now, I played Scarlet and Violet. I never played Legends Arceus. Don't want to invite others. No, I don't want to invite others. I played Scarlet and Violet. And I was hearing everybody was like, when you got the DLC, you got a code for a Hisuian Zoroark. I thought that was really cool. But then I realized that was when you pre-ordered it. So, because I don't have Legends Arceus, and actually it's at like the very end of the game, so you can't actually get them very soon. So you're kind of stuck. But there is something that you can do to get Hisuian Zoroark. Now, I'm going to try this with a regular Pokemon, because I'm pretty sure it might be a bot. I don't know. I don't know how Pokemon Home really works. But I'm going to go search for Pokemon. It's actually this for a Pokemon. So I'm going to take like this great tusk that I have. And I'm going to say Pokemon wanted Zoroark. Then I'm going to say form Hisuian. Continue with these conditions. Okay, now I'm going to close the app and open again. So, because it doesn't really load that there's something, it might take a few minutes to have somebody responding. And a great tusk is actually a demand. But what I traded for these three were Ursaluna. I also traded Ursaluna for that. I traded I'm pretty sure it was a great tusk for him. I don't remember what I got for them, but there is going to be, if you have good enough Pokemon that people will want, you can get like a special, you can get the Pokemon that you do it. And every time you do something, I'm pretty sure I already claimed all of them, you get like a special little Pokemon. When you log into home, you get to pick from either Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur with their hidden abilities. And you can nickname them too. And then I'm pretty sure if you Wonder Trade a few times, you get this Rotom. Then I think Pikachu was for Pichu, but like I think if you like do something like change your binder, I think is what it's called, you get this Eevee. And so there's a few things you can do to get different Pokemon, but they're not really that exciting. You can get Pokeball Magearna, Shiny Enamorous by completing the Legends Arceus Pokedex. You can get Pokeball Magearna by completing the National Dex. You can get get all kinds of things by doing those. So there's definitely a way. So if you keep opening and closing the app, it's not refresh. So there's so if you keep opening it, closing it, stuff like that start happening. Now in Pokemon Go, there's timed research. No, it's actually not timed research. If you log in before the 10th, you get the research. Oh, here we go. I just got my Hisuian Zoroark. Okay, it was not in a Moon Ball. So it was a different person. Thanks whoever traded me that Hisuian Zoroark. Thank you. I wanted you. Now I have a Hisuian Zoroark. Now I have two of them. I imported them. But it looks like they came from Scarlet and Violet. The Ghost Terra type. So, yeah, it's actually very possible to get it. Now, there actually is a bot. I'm pretty sure there's a bot in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. If you go into the Global Trade Room, which you do need Nintendo Online for. But I'm pretty sure that's a bot. At least when I was being in there, they were dressed like a one of like the cute lady, or I forgot what it's called. It was like cute lady or sweet lady or something with that title. I'm pretty sure was what it was. And they will trade you mythical Pokemon. And there was a Pokemon I really wanted. It was the Celebi, which I do have in here. It's also shiny. But it was the Celebi that you could get from Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the GS ball. And I didn't have that. I don't have Heart Gold or Soul Silver. So, or maybe it was, so I was actually able, or maybe it was just silver and gold. So gold and silver is where it was. But it's very easy, and I just traded a shiny great tusk for another Hisuian Zoroark. So yes, you can get Hisuian Zoroarks right now. Oh, and there's special research. I think I forgot to talk about this. There's special research in Pokemon Go, if you log in before the 10th, you can get the Might and Mastery research. Or you can get a encounter with Dynamax Kung-Fu. All you need to do, I forgot what the first one is, but you have to defeat 3 Team Go Rocket people, members, and then walk 3 kilometers. And I think it was like hatch eggs or something. I forgot what the last one was. But after you do that, you'll get a Kung-Fu, but it cannot be transferred into home, which is the saddest thing. Cause I was looking forward to having another Kung-Fu in home, but I was not able to do that. I don't know. There's a $8 research that you can buy. I don't know if the Kung-Fu that comes with that will be can be transferred into home or not. But it could very well be that case. I don't know. And Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I've tried to play that a little bit, and it actually is a pretty fun game. So, and there's actually a way to now get Arceus. If you have caught Arceus and Legends Arceus, you can get the Azure Flute. And if you go to Spear Pillar, you can get Arceus. And that Arceus can be shiny. If you want to do 150,000 soft resets. Or just get lucky in 1 or 2 or 5 or 150. It's possible to get it on the first try. Very possible, but yes. So if you guys want like these Poiples, which is nice, and I really like Blaceplicon. I really like the shiny one, but I do not have the shiny one because like it's like a really low chance of getting it in the because like you have to get in the Dynamax Adventures, and then it's a very low chance of it being shiny. Then you have to encounter it a bunch of times, and then the only person trading a shiny one was asking for a Pharaoh trim, the dog with the Pharaoh trim, at level 100, 91 to 100. Nobody has a level 91 or 100. If you can totally get it if you can totally get it if you want to just go and just play like X and Y. But I'm pretty sure that problem with the poodles with the hairstyle on will be fixed when Legends ZA comes out, because I'm pretty sure that those poodles are going to be in there, and because of that, once they become available for home to transfer, you can like go get some of those like Pokemon that people are asking for like a lot for a poodle, the poodle with the haircut. The only way you can get it anymore is from either Go or from X and Y, and it can't be put into any games, so you can't level it up in any games. So literally, there's nothing you can do. So yeah. There's literally nothing you can do to get this Pokemon. So if once Legends ZA is out, there's gonna be a higher rate of getting it. But I used the Wonder Box a few times, and I was actually able to get a shiny Squablu, which was actually nice. So make sure to open Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and try to do some trades with that one bot. not too legal, but I think it's Bernie. Bernie, I think, was the name of it. And they appear in like the middle of the circle. You cannot do it without Nintendo Switch Online. But after you do that, fine. And this is actually a way to get some of those trade exclusive Pokemon without Nintendo Switch Online because of the GTS. Because then I'm pretty sure you don't need online to do that because it's literally on your phone or tablet or whatever. And you can also join a room trade, which is definitely interesting. So yeah, Nihilego. I like the Ultra Beasts. I'm hoping that they can make like another Sun and Moon remake, or a game where you can actually like catch the Ultra Beast, not in the Dynamax Adventures, because I'm like, I don't want to have to bow through all those things, and then it's just so not worth it for Ultra Beast. And then you have to like soft reset a few times to see if they're shiny or not, and because you can only catch them one time, it's really a pain. But if you have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can just catch them without like Dynamax Adventures. So they never existed, and it's so much easier to catch them like that. So if you have something like that, if you have Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon, and you want to try to catch one of those guys, it's going to be pretty hard if you want to do anything. Oh, and I forgot to talk about this here. If you have Save Day and Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, if you have and you can talk to these guys, they'll give you a Gigantamax Pikachu or a Gigantamax Eevee depending on which save day that you have. So it's a very, very nice it's a very, very, very nice way to get Gigantamax Pikachu and Gigantamax Eevee, because if you don't have the DLC. And the DLC is the only way you can get the Ultra Beasts. So, kind of sad, but yeah, so if you want to keep getting the Ultra Beasts, that's okay. And if you get a Zygarde and you watch the anime, if you watch the anime of Pokemon X and Y Kalos Quest, like I did, name your Zygarde Squishy. Go over here, name it Squishy. That's what I did. For some reason I can't transfer over my Zygarde from Go. I don't know if there's like a hold on that because it's in its 10% form, or maybe just because you can't actually trade it, like you can't send it because you need to like keep giving the Zygarde cells, because like they would basically have to delete the whole item from your storage if you didn't have that Zygarde. That could be why. But yeah, this is a way to get a Zygarde. And this Zygarde has the original trainer Ash, so it might not be as legit. I don't know. Ash is a very common trainer name. I named my rival Ash in BDSP. But it's very sad that all these games do not have their mystery gifts working. Like they there's no mystery gifts that still work, which I don't really find very, very nice, because I kind of wanted to do it, but who knows. If you have Sun and Moon, there's lots of cool things. There's lots of cool things. You can still get Mergurna. I know how to say it correctly, I just can't pronounce it. It's Mergurna. Still can't pronounce it right. But and there's also trade rooms. Also trade rooms. And if you have a friend, in Pokemon Go, you can trade special Pokemon. So that's why, like eBay, you can get like a Johto Celebi, the GTS ball. You can get a Johto Celebi for like $4 or something. Like, I really don't see the greatness of that. I was actually able to get a Johto Celebi, but these are the moves that my Blacephalon has, and it's level 70. The other Pokeballs there were like level 20. I tried to get the Go Pokeball, but I forgot what was wrong with it. I think they won like the Pharaoh trim or something like that. I forgot. But yes, if you want these Ultra Beasts and you just don't want to have to do the work in the Dynamax Adventures, use the GTS. And maybe do a few playthroughs or trade with someone else, or try to do something to get a bunch of Blood Moon Ursalunas in the GTS. Because once you get some Blood Moon Ursalunas in there, you're gonna be able to trade with basically anyone. That's how I had so many people here. But yes, and I'm looking to try to find a Manaphy egg. So try to find one somehow. Shiny Pokeball, regular Pokeball, another regular Pokeball, Squishy, Shiny Naganadel, and Blacephalon. So yes, this is how to use the GTS and how to get the Ultra Beasts and how to do this and that. But if you don't know how to do Dynamax Adventures, which probably I did at the start of the game, what you need to do is catch legendary birds, legendary giants, go back here to the talk to Peony about everything, go to the max layer, and then I'm pretty sure that you can get the crow's nest spawn the next time. And once you get in the crow's nest spawn and you catch them, Ultra Beasts will start spawning in Dynamax Adventures. So, want those guys? Go get them. If you don't want to spend the work, get some Blood Moon Ursalunas. Put them in home. Get your Blacephalon. Probably one of my favorite Ultra Beasts. So yeah, that was G.